Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to all of you. It's uh, it's not Tuesday for me. It is for you, but actually Sunday afternoon, and I'm gonna be away on Tuesday on an assignment, and I had a hard time being two places at the same time. But tonight I want to talk to you about a great program again coming up this summer, which is about all about food and wine, and in particular about a specific ingredient. Some of you may have figured out by now. It's about tomatoes. Last year we partnered with the Hunsaker, David and Barbara Hunsaker, and they are from the Village Garden RVA, Richmond, Virginia. They have a beautiful uh, small estate farm just on the fault line in Richmond. It's where the clay disappears and it turns into the beautiful sandy loamy soils. That's where some of the best tomato in Virginia are grown, in Hanover County. And so we partner with them doing about a dozen of food and wine events last year in many restaurants, some in Richmond, most of them, and a couple in Charlottesville, of course, here at the vineyard at Barboursville. And this year, because of such big success we had last in 2021, this year we're going to do 20 of them. I will not go through all of 20, but I can tell you that a couple are in Charlottesville. Majority is around Richmond. One, of course, here is on the estate at Barboursville, and a bit later on, you will hear from our chef, Michael Clough, about the menu.
All right, I just received a nice flat of tomatoes from the Village Garden, Dave and Barbara, which I'm super excited to do another event with them. A couple dishes that I'm excited to release, to give you a little sneak peek about. I'm doing a ravioli dish with some local eggplant that we actually grow here on property. Some of the tomatoes from them, so we do a nice San Marzano tomato sauce. A little bit of red pepper coulis on there. And then another dish I'm super excited about is I'm going to be doing a salmon alfredo, which is like a frozen dessert with egg whites. We're going to be adding a little bit of local peaches in there, some local tomatoes in there as well. So I'm super excited to do this event again this year and honored to be part of it. So please come and enjoy it and have a good time with us.
And oh, by the way, we're going to close the attendance at 70 seats, and we already have 62. So hurry up, it's selling up very fast. Going to be a glorious lunch with lots of tomatoes. And actually also we have a couple coming up in Washington, D.C. To find out where exactly they take place and how to book, just go on virginiawine.org, and it will be shown on the screen. And actually it's attached in the body of the video announcement, so you can learn where they are and how to participate. It's another way to really celebrate the glory of growing. We're here in the middle of this beautiful meadow that we started a few years ago with so many beautiful colors. The bees are right behind me. You can't see them, but they're feasting on this glory of different petals, different flowers, full of nectar. These are some of the tomato that Dave and Barbara sent over. This is an Oxheart, and they get even much bigger than this. They're fantastic tomatoes, incredible different shapes, colors. This is a green tomato, actually that will not get much different in color than this, but fully ripe even if they're green. So it's really a time of year. We're getting close to where in the vineyard we don't have a lot more going on. All the vines have been growing through the trellis. We're trimming them. We remove all the leaves. The grapes are still very green, although in a matter of just a few weeks they will start to get a bit soft. Those that turn yellow, those that are called purple, blue, red, however you want to call them, So it's a time of transition, it's a time for us of hope that we will not get too much rain, some is okay. And so as things are still kind of quiet, we have all these events. They're going to be attended by David and Barbara, which are the grower of the tomatoes. And then some of the dinner I will attend, some other will be as a guest. We will have Fernando Franco, our vineyard manager, Daniele Tessaro, Jason Tessaro, our marketing and sales manager, which actually is filming me at the moment. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's just at the edge of what will be the harvest coming up in mid-August. So I'm gonna shift from tomatoes quickly into grapes very soon. In between, I'll take a few days off, go to the beach with family, like a lot of you are doing. Here at the vineyard, a lot of things are growing very vigorously. There is still some grow tubes there, some of the white vines, the vines with the white tube. That's a little vineyard of Pinot Grigio that we introduced this year. We're starting to remove them. Fernando calls them the training wheels. We're removing them. Actually, we do that because the tissue is still green, it's not hardened and woody. And we remove them so they're gonna get used to get the sun. And we do that always when there is overcast weather. Therefore, they don't get sunburn. So we give a little bit more time to acclimatize to the full sun. And then from that point on, they're gonna be free to grow on their own. And in a couple of years, deliver us a little bit of grapes. I'm not gonna go much in detail about each of the menu items. I will let Chef Mike do that. I do choose all the wines. There are some remarkable wine pairings. And one thing that really is exciting cooking with tomatoes is that it's its versatility to go with appetizer, of course, in many sauces preparation. Some tomatoes can be extremely sweet. They can reach up to 11% sugar content. That makes them sweeter than other fruits, actually. Some fruits are less sweet than tomatoes. So it's amazing how chef gets so excited about having an ingredient that has all this very wide spectrum of use. I have seen all the menu, they are spectacular. I invite you to look at all of them up, even if you might not participate to more than one or two. Read about it, and you will be thrilled to see how creative a chef can be when he just is deliver a premium tomato. Most of tomatoes on the market, unfortunately, are not harvested at the peak of ripeness. They're harvested ahead of time, and then they travel thousands of miles to the point that from a green one they turn into a red, but it's not really a physiological ripeness. What we will be using in all these events are perfectly ripe tomatoes that are picked right off the vine. Very exciting. If you can, at least participate at one or try to. It's going to be a great experience. And who knows, next year maybe we have 30 restaurants. I don't think we can do much more than 20 actually, because we really want to be part of it. We're not just organizing them and being absent. It's a great exciting time to see how a lot of Virginia restaurateurs are embracing wine as a local product. Unfortunately, some restaurants are still not embracing Virginia wine as a farm product. They think is a beverage. It's stunning that some people think that way, but I know you are some of the clients of this restaurant. They really care about local product, and I know you consider wine produced in Virginia not an alcoholic beverage, but a work of labor It's a farm product that happened to be crushed and fermented and turned into something else than just a juice. It becomes a beautiful experience and a great companion for a great meal. So I hope to see you to some of this event, and I leave you with this beautiful view of tomato. I'm gonna take some of these tomatoes at home myself. A couple I'm gonna leave with our chef Michael Clough, and I'll see you next week. Delicious.